see the oceans waving like an old friend to come on in. Winding, hugging every new turn, watching as the sun burns through the morning fog. It's time to go, go, go. We'll find our way as we go.
So Andrea and Jerry's story together officially starts when they were reunited back in Evansville at a friend's wedding 4 years ago. Their ability to laugh together and at each other is one of their shared values. Another value they share is a strong love for their families. Now today, those shared values of adventure and family are on full display as they gathered their family and friends here in Colorado so we can all share in the start of their next adventure. Andrea and Jerry's adventure together is only just beginning with this ceremony here today. The ceremony today is the starting line as they declare their commitment to each other, their love for each other, and embark on the adventure of their lifetime together. A lifetime they will fill with laugh, love, and new memories together. Andrea and Jerry, today you come here from two different families. We are especially grateful for the values which have flowed into you from those who have loved and nurtured you and pointed you along life's way. The values each of you bring to this marriage will continue to be an important element in your lives, but now these values will be shared between you. Out of your two families, a new family will be created. As you light this candle of marriage, recognize it as a candle of commitment because it takes both of you working together to keep it aflame. As you light this candle today, may the brightness of the flame shine throughout your lives. May it give you courage and reassurance in darkness, warmth and safety in the cold, and strength and joy in your bodies, minds, and spirits. May your union be forever blessed.
Jerry, from the moment we started hanging out in Jeremy's basement when we were 17 to when we reconnected at Laura's wedding and you dropped me on the dance floor, I knew from that time on that we'd always have fun together. But what this relationship has become is so much more than I could have hoped for. Over the last 4 years, and especially in the last year, we have grown closer than I could have imagined. I love the life that we have created together. I love that it's always an adventure, whether it's literally chasing the northern lights in Norway, hiking all the mountains in Colorado, or playing Risk for 8 hours straight on our couch. You're the one I want to do it all with. I love that you are constantly learning and teaching me new things, even if that means I have to smell every one of the 15 plants you put in my face on every hike. I love how friendly and outgoing you are, and that you can make friends with absolutely anyone. I love your quirkiness, that you're always singing, even if your song choice is terrible. I love how much you love your family and your friends, and look forward to having our own family to love. I love that you're always there for me, that you accept me for who I truly am, that you make me feel special, and most of all, loved. Although our relationship has not always been easy, from dating long distance to planning a wedding during a pandemic, we have found a way to laugh through it all and grow even stronger. I know that in order to have a good marriage, we're going to have to put in the work for it. So I vow to put us first. I vow to listen to you, to try to see things from your perspective, and to show you patience. I vow to encourage and support you in whatever path brings you the most happiness. I vow to always be on animal lookout when we're driving in the mountains, as long as you promise to actually watch the road. I vow to treat you with respect, to be loyal and faithful to you. I vow to never settle for mediocrity, but to always appreciate the little things. I vow to give myself to you fully, to stand by your side in life's wonderful moments. And when life's difficult, and to love you unconditionally until I am no more. I can't wait to start the rest of our lives together. Love you.
That was beautiful.
Put it back in my pocket.
You make mine look really bad.
Yes, I'll have to follow.
You stole some of my lines. Got it. No, you got it. Andrea, on July 30th, 2016, 4 years ago to this exact day, Laura Tesmer had a bachelorette party. Gina Loppy FaceTimed me, and you and I briefly saw each other on the phone screen. I remember you'd been dancing. The next day you had messaged me, and I couldn't have been more excited to reconnect with you. Today I look back and thank God you sent me that message. Since then we've experienced an unbelievable amount, from sparking a relationship to the stresses of long distance dating, traveling to see each other, a move to Colorado, and most recently, planning a wedding during a global pandemic. The last one was the toughest by far. And all of our great adventures, challenging times, and the day-to-day in between, I've been amazed by your constant kindness, your compassion, and your love. Your steady calm, understanding, and patience keep me grounded. And everyone knows I can test a person's patience. Your optimism, determination, and sense of adventure continue and always will excite me. My love for you only grows stronger every day. I can't imagine my life without you, being by my side as a partner, a support system, a companion, and a fierce board game opponent. I love you. I vow to better myself as a person and as a partner, so our relationship only grows stronger as we go down life's journey. I vow to never take our love for granted, and we'll start and finish each day with I love you. I vow to support you, your goals, and your hobbies, even the quirky ones, like your knitting club. And to stand by your side as a partner when challenges arise. I vow to reach out to our friends and family here today for support when our struggles seem insurmountable. I vow to continue cutting the vegetables when we're cooking together at home. I vow to place us before me, and I vow to honor and respect you and commit myself to you today and until the end of our days. I can't wait to see what the future has in store for us, making memories for life.
Andrea, will you love, respect, and honor Jerry from now until the end of time?
I will.
And Andrea, with the vows you have stated here today, do you take Jerry to be your lawfully wedded husband?
I do.
And Jerry, will you love, respect, and honor Andrea from now until the end of time?
I will.
And Jerry, with the vows you have stated here today, do you take Andrea to be your lawfully wedded wife?
I do.
Can we have the rings? Andrea and Jerry, your rings serve as an ongoing symbol of your commitment to one another and love for each other. Your wedding rings enhance who you are and mark the seal of the vows you have just taken to love one another without end. Now, Jerry, please repeat after me. Andrea, I give you my hand.
Andrea, I give you my hand
As I give you my heart,
as I give you my heart,
unreservedly and unconditionally.
unreservedly and unconditionally.
I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as I give you my love,
as I give you my love,
exclusively and eternally.
exclusively and eternally.
With this ring,
With this ring,
I thee wed.
I thee wed.
Andrea, please repeat after me. Jerry, I give you my hand
Jerry, I give you my hand
as I give you my heart,
as I give you my heart,
unreservedly and unconditionally.
unreservedly and unconditionally.
I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as I give you my love,
as I give you my love,
exclusively and eternally.
exclusively and eternally.
With this ring,
With this ring,
I thee wed.
I thee wed.
With the power invested in me by the state of Colorado, I now pronounce you husband and wife. Jerry, you may now kiss your bride. It's It's my honor to now introduce to you for the first time Mr. and Mrs. Parkinson.
I'm afraid if I should fall, yeah. It took some tears, oh, but together we were strong. And now I feel a burning beat inside my heart. And I feel alive for the first time in my life. Oh baby, I feel alive tonight. You lift me up before I fall too far. You lift me up, you help me see the stars. You pick me up when all my hope is gone. You lift me up, you lift me up, you lift me. Living in fear, I couldn't see the rising sun. Just felt the weight of the world every time I tried to run. But you helped remind me who I am and where I'm from. And now I feel a burning beat in my heart. Yeah, I feel alive for the first time in my life. Oh baby, I feel alive tonight. You lift me up before I fall too far. You lift me up, you help me see the stars. You pick me up when all my hope is gone. You lift me up, you lift me up, you lift me. You lift me up, you lift me. Been through the fire, but we walked off the pain and we kept reaching high. You were with me all the way. No turning back now. We're so alive tonight, tonight, tonight. You lift me up before I fall too far. You lift me up, you help me see the stars. You pick me up when all my hope is gone. You lift me up, you lift me up, you lift me.
For those of you who don't know me, I'm Melissa, Andrea's sister. Oh, by the way, her name is Andrea to me. Everybody else is Dre, and some people are Andrea, not to me. She's no D. One of our favorite things we used to do in our closet that I always think about, and actually my kids got into here recently, was our Lisa and Frank stuff. So if we ever, any of the girls like our age, of course, saw that, we used to barter and trade about everything we had. And then, of course, we had family games and everything between Sorry and Life, things like that. And you always think about life. If you guys played the game of life, it's getting in your car and filling it with your parents and filling it with your kids and things like that. And now it's like, ooh, you can compete at this now. So, then of course, if you remember Bob O'Clock. Does she really? So Bob O'Clock was 8:08, our bedtime was 8, and we always had to stay up to see Bob O'Clock. So then it comes down to out here. Anna had been living out here for 8 years now. And Adam and I, my husband and I, always said she was gonna have to find somebody from home to move back home, or else it wasn't gonna happen. Shortly later, oddly enough, we were chatting, I don't know what it was, and she's like, you know, the only guy every day from home is Jerry Parkinson. Well, what the hell? It actually kind of worked out a little bit. So what do we know? 4 years ago, things kind of work out the way they're supposed to be, apparently. Which, the stars just kind of aligned for you guys, which I love. So now I think it's like, Jerry made the trip to move out to Colorado, moved with Andrea. They made this whole life together, and we obviously can see it's worked out well. Things are amazing. The traveling, the hiking, everything they've done has just been awesome. Andrea is obviously my best friend. Always will be, always has been. We have each other's backs at all times. We've been talking to each other every day for like a long time, especially the last couple weeks. And I really hate the fact the next like 10 days I'm not gonna be able to talk to her. I love you both. I wish you all the happiness in the world. We raise our glasses to Andrea and Jerry. Cheers. Andrea and Jerry. Cheers.
Hello everyone, for those who don't know me, I'm Matt Price. Probably about 4 years ago, I rescued Jerry. He moved in with me on Claremont. He was down on his luck, looking for a place to stay, and what better place than your best friend's house? So he blew up the air mattress for a temporary stay that turned into a 2-year stay. I think he still owes me rent, but I'll make it up at the bar. On a more serious note, I'm speaking for myself here, but I have a younger sister and never had a brother. And living with Jerry made me feel that bond of having what people who have brothers, what they feel. And that's something that I know no matter what, Jerry's always gonna have my back, even if that is in front of a Fifth Third Bank kicking my ass. I will admit here, Jerry got the best of me in a scrap after Kyle Hurdle's here's bachelor party. But like brothers, we both held out on who was gonna say sorry and apologize because we were both at fault. But it took all of one day for us to be back, cutting up, making fun of each other, and trying not to kick each other's butts. So Jerry and I's pastime, like every other single guy, was drinking Busch Light and playing Xbox. So our evenings were filled in the living room of beer cans and Xbox, and I slowly started to realize that Jerry would kind of sneak out of the living room, and he'd be gone for like 20 minutes, and I'm like, what is he doing? Or 30 minutes, or, you know. And then this happened for a couple weeks, and I'm like, he kind of tried to blame it off his work, or he had emails, or he needed to call somebody, whatever. And then finally I learned that. He's like, yeah, Andrea and I started talking. I started talking to Andrea Schnurr from high school. And I was like, that makes sense. So you had to sneak off for 2 weeks, interrupt some good video game time to go talk to your new lady friend. But when he told me that it was Andrea, when you hear two people talking, they're together, they're dating, and they make sense, you're just like, it clicks. And when he told me Andrea, I didn't know her really well from high school. We ran in different friend groups, but it just was like, that makes perfect sense. I know that's gonna work. Two energetic, passionate people that are just, I don't know if there's two more fireballs that can be together. I mean, every time I see Andrea, I don't know who's gonna give me a double leg first, Jerry or Andrea. It's like, I gotta watch my back there. So, like I said, with Andrea being so far away, when we do get time together, it's nice to talk and learn about each other, because we don't know, each other that well. But I can tell how passionate she is about everything that she does. Whether it's playing a axe stump game in my neighbor's yard when she was in town, and how she wanted to beat everyone's butt, and I think she did, to Jerry, the passion she has in Jerry, and the spontaneity that they have, taking trips, going to Norway, hiking, Jerry moving to Colorado, I guess, is that where we're at? Yeah. Colorado? Just the passion that they have for each other, and it's everyone can see it. So I think let's raise a glass to Jerry and Andrea, to a life of love and adventure.
You're my wonder, you're my eyes. such light. Never thinking about tomorrow, just tonight. Never thinking about tomorrow, just tonight. Every step is tied to what we dream. When all we got is you and me. Every step is tied to what we dream. When all we got is you and me. Through the tempest, through the storm, we'll run amidst the thunder while it pours. Won't ever stop and doubt our way. Never thinking about tomorrow, just today. Never thinking about tomorrow, just today.